Time to get your spiritual glow on. Let's tap into next week's energies to supercharge your personal growth. Aloha, my beautiful ones. And those of you watching me here on YouTube, you're probably going to see this weird setup, but I'm trying something new with my camera so that I can show you the cards better. I'm still in the testing phase. In case you want to, have any feedback on that, let me know. In case this is your first time tuning in with me, hi. My name is May. I like to call myself an intuitive witch, energy wave savant, and digital empath. And I assist empathic entrepreneurs in harmonizing their inner energies with the natural world, drawing from Hawaiian wisdom and shamanic practices. My goal is to help you align with your authentic self, enabling a deeper connection with your innate gifts in the world, and the world around you, and therefore amplifying your spiritual and entrepreneurial brilliance. All right. And that's why I do these weekly calls, these weekly readings on a weekly basis. That sounds double, but I think you got the gist of it. And what I usually do is, one of the things that I've started new this year is that I have a little presentation for you with, the upcoming things that are happening throughout everywhere. I will start with showing you the presentation that we're having here. Let me just bring it up for you. Here we go. So it's the reading for the week of the 29th of January until the 4th of February. So the thing that's going to happen, and those of you watching on YouTube or watching the video are going to see right away, that we're going to have a conglomerate. Do I call it the conglomerate? A 10-day portal days back to back that are going to get started on February 3rd. All right, so we're going to have February 3rd until February 12th. 12th is going to be a full series of portal days as per the Mayan calendar that invites introspection and heightened sensitivity. These days are ideal for deep meditation and understanding one's subconscious mind. And yes, I know a lot of us are going like, really? Didn't we just have January, like really intense January? I know. January was very intense with all the overall energies that we were having. And now we're going to go into February. Hopefully, those 10 days are going to be not so rocky as we think. But again, the best thing that I can tell you always is, the more you center yourself, you align yourself, be with yourself, be connected to yourself as often as possible, right? If you have many things that, that separate you throughout the day, with so many things happening, try to find practices for yourself to bring you back to where you are, to yourself, to your connection with yourself. All right. But again, why don't we just listen in to our reading that we're going to have here? You have the 10 days again, in case you wanted to see. So this is what's, that's what's happening. That's all that's happening. And I think it's enough. That's going to be enough. So as I said, we're having those 10 portal days getting started on February 4th. So 3rd. So we still have a couple of days until then, but still the reading I have prepared, the cards here as we see here. So we have one deck that is going to bring us the message from the portal days that we have. Then we have the general message here for all of us. And then we have the personal messages down here from each of us. So you can you can do that in a couple of minutes. Once I do, I invoke everybody. But for now, so that for those of you listening in, we have my wonderful Palo Santo here. That's going to be, you can see, I actually use, everything that I bring up here. So Palo Santo is saying, I want to be here. I want to be the one. So in case you resonate with that Palo Santo, this is going to be your personal message. If you resonate with this wonderful, I'm going to call it, I think I got it somewhere from the mountains. It must have been some mountain hike that we did. So this beautiful mountain stone. And here on the right hand side, I have a wonderful, it's sort of like, I would call it a marble stone. So this is the marble stone that is going to be there for you in case, for if you resonate with this, then this is your personal message. All right. So so if this is your first time, take a moment. You can take this moment right now if you need to, pause the video or audio that you're tuning in, until you feel which of these is yours, if it's just one, or if it's two, or if it's three, and then which of all of them it is. I will take a moment right now to invoke, spiritual guidance, Father Heaven, Mother Earth, all our ancestors, all our spiritual guides, the healers, the guides, the teachers, our power animals that we have out there. Ooh, I'm feeling the room coming in and filling up. It's so beautiful to have you all here supporting us, and not just the ones that are here with me, but the ones that are here with you, my wonderful listener or viewer here of this video. Be sure that they are here to help us, help me find the right words for you, and help you understand the right words for this week so that you are prepared to whatever energies are going to come up in this coming week. All right. So let's get started with the reading. All right. So you chose the cards, the piles, the decks that are going to be yours. And now we're going to get started with the reading with the message that the 10 portal days are giving us right now. Again, we're going to do another one next week, but for now, this is the message that they have for us. All right. So the first card is charity, meaning prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. So this is about for us to really connect to our spiritual guides. They're there. They're just waiting for us to say whatever we need, to have that as well. So the best thing that you can do right now is connect with them so that they can, so that they can feel, so that they can see what we need, so that they can focus on that. All right. A lot of the times we forget to do that. And then we're not focused and we are more thinking about anything that we don't like. And then the message that they receive is actually that what we want is not what it's not what we are asking for. So it's a good reminder to really focus on what you really want, focus how you want it, and then, pass it on to your spirit guides. They're just waiting for you to come out and tell them. All right. Wonderful. The next card that we have is the High Priestess, harness mystic powers. All right. Harness your mystic powers. There's a High Priestess in there. Maybe you've been one already in some lifetime if you're listening to this, if this resonates with you. Maybe not. Maybe you weren't, but maybe there is some other mystical being that you were in another lifetime. We've been here on this planet. A lot of us, if you're tuning in here, probably you're resonating with my energy as well. And my energy, I know that I've been here over 5,000 years, on and off on this planet, incarnating, living different kinds of lives. And, when I hear the High Priestess, I know I've been one in a previous life. And I am sort of one in this life as well. So, and it doesn't mean, it could have been a druid. It could have been, it could have been someone in a religious form. There are so many, people, there were so many different kinds of ways for us to incarnate in different lifetimes. But the thing is, the important part about this card is not just, the High Priestess saying that you were something like that. It doesn't mean that, but it means that we all have this mystical power within us because we've all been part of something that already believed in something like this. We've lived through it. We lived through it. If you're here, you already believe in the mystical powers. So this is a reminder for you to bring that mystical power back out. All right. So bring that out, my dear friend. Another card that we have here is the Medicine Guardian. The Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. That's a guardian that's here with you, for you, that you can see, that helps you be wholesome, that helps you become even more wholesome, that helps you heal whatever's happening. If you're a little bit similar to me, in my case, I've been There's been a couple of things. January was not as easy, as it seems. There was a lot of ups and downs and a lot of physical transformation happening. And I know it's not just me. I've had this with friends, with colleagues. There was so much of, physical things coming up, and knowing that the medicine guardian is coming, helps us know that, okay, so we're going to receive the right information to have the healing that we need. And it's the same thing, it's not just for us having that, it's also for us, even if you don't have any physical things, this can help you on an emotional level as well, because we are also emotional beings, right? And so there's a lot of things happening where we need healing every now and then. So these 10 portal days are helping us, receive the healing that we've wanted. So in case you do have something in particular, call on this medicine guardian to support you. All right. And the next con that we have here is make space for the rainbow. Oh my God, I love this card. Make space for the rainbow. Allow different opinion, color, tastes, wishes, and intentions. I love how this card came to me, because it felt, how sometimes it's hard, someone else has a different opinion. You even love that person so much, and you want to resonate with them, but somehow you just don't resonate with their opinion. And this one is sort of calling that in, that it's okay for people to have different opinions, but you can still love them. And it's weird how that question, how this card was given to me in the beginning of 2019. And then, and then the whole thing with, 2020 happened. I don't even want to name it to not give it energy, but, and then it was even, this card became even more important. To tell you the truth, today and right now in this moment, standing in front of, in the beginning of 10 portal days back to back, this card is also somehow not very loud, but it's still sort of like whispering, remind them. It's not just about opening up the rainbow for other people's opinions, but also for our own inner truth. Because sometimes it's about allowing us to have our own truth. We don't have to have the same opinion as everybody else. We are allowed to have a different feeling, a different opinion about certain things. So if you can, for yourself, bring that out, allow yourself to have your own opinion. All right. I love this card. All right. And last but not least, for this 10 portal days, the last card that we have here is, if nothing goes right, go left. Find another way or look at something from a different angle. Sometimes it helps to take a break and continue a little bit later. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? I love this. All right, so take this in for yourself. If nothing goes right, go left. And this is a beautiful reminder that we don't always have to take the path that we thought something has to do. Something has to be this or that way. Or I can only, one of the things, on my journey to create more abundance in my life, I thought that, okay, abundance can only come to me through this way. And then you start opening up and you go like, okay, well, what if it can come from some other, what if that's not right? What if for me, left is the right way, right? So do that for yourself. Take a moment, go into that for yourself. And then you will be able to do, you might find something else. So just keep that in mind. When those 10 days get started on the 3rd, keep that in mind. If nothing goes right, go left. I love this saying, and it's so beautiful. And just to have it in your back pocket whenever something is not working the way you want to, remember this and see if you can find a different path. Beautiful. I love this. All right. The next card that we have here is for all of us, the general cards for all of us for the whole week from January 29th until February 4th. So we're going to get started here, and we're going to get started with an affirmation. I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. And I'm so grateful to Gabby Bernstein for creating this affirmation card specific, because for me, I've noticed that a lot of people don't tackle their fears because they're afraid of being afraid. And the thing is that the more we embrace our fear, we tend to become, it tends to give us more confidence. It tends to help us with on so many levels. And for me, I remember, and I think this is like back in 2010, I think, is when I decided that I'm going to start tackling one fear each year. So I've kind of become a fear expert. And I still do that. Like whenever I see just that nowadays I don't tackle one per year. Nowadays for me is like if I see one, we're tackling it right away, and it goes a lot faster than it used to be. But for now, because she mentions here, I can use it as a way to get closer to love. And I think I have to quote Marianne Williamson, who said it, that fear is actually the absence of love. And the more we integrate that in our own being, the more we realize, oh my God, a fear is an absence of love. The more we bring in love, the less fear we're going to have. And I'm not talking about, those fear of heights or fear of spiders. I'm talking about, the fear of not being loved, the fear of, talking in front of people, the fear of, those personal emotional fears that we have with our community, with our friends, with our loved ones. We're afraid of losing someone. And that is all the absence of love. And the more we bring that in, the more we integrate that. So the more we embrace our fears, the more we can heal within ourselves. So take this sentence for this week coming in. I don't have to fear my fear because I can use it as a way to get closer to love. Because each fear you get rid of, or you transform, or you learn to pass by, because it's not about, destroying the fear. It's about knowing how to deal with it and still pass through and still move forward. All right. And I don't know why I want to quote this for you, but it might be helpful. So I don't know if you know this quote, and I don't know who or what this is, who said it, but I love it very much. And it says, courage doesn't mean to be fearless. Courage means in spite of doing something in spite of the fear. All right. So just to have, this is just for you. All right. The next card that we have is my beautiful shaman, trust in the higher forces. Here we go again. I love it. We need to trust our wonderful spirit guides that help us, that support us, that are always there with us. Let's just take a moment to feel their embrace, to feel that they're always taking care of us. And we heard it in the cards that we're receiving for the portal days, that it's about, embracing them, telling them what we really need. So here is a confirmation of that. Trust the universe is taking care of you. All right. And last but not least, again, trust, a double trust that the universe will take care of you. Wow. If you let it, see, trust in higher forces, and see, if you trust it, oh my God, I love this so much. So I know, I always celebrate my cards. I always celebrate how awesome they get together. So I'm gonna leave it like this because I want you to keep seeing this. I don't have to fear my fear, because when I trust, I don't have fear anymore. Or at least the fear is smaller. All right, I hope this is so beautiful. All right. So this is about practicing the trust in our spirit guides up there, going back to that, telling them what we need and trusting. Wow, I love it when cards like this comes up, because of course at the same time they are going to show us that it is a little bit challenging, that the universe is going to challenge us, because when we need trust, what does it do? It challenges us to have the trust. All right. So it's going to be an interesting week. All right, I know it's a roller coaster, but hey, we're pulling through, taking a deep breath, one step at a time, all right? All right, we're going to get closer to the personal messages now. And here we have, for those of you, oh my God, see, it's falling apart. For those of you who chose my wonderful, beautiful Palo Santo, and who resonated with this is your personal card. Let me just get rid of the ashes here. These are your personal cards, and we are getting started with Commander Ashtar, Call to Action. My wonderful soul, for you, it's time to take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. Whew, walk your talk, my wonderful soul. It's time to do that. It sort of feels a little bit like the Spurs are going, no, no, no. No, don't take it like that. I don't want you to feel that way. I want you to just know that, it's time, whatever's going on in your life, something is telling you to stand up, to do the right thing, to do your thing, to be the leader that you're meant to be in whatever area is happening out there. All right. Walk the talk for us is always important. And I say that because it goes for everybody. I'm touching my nose while I'm saying this, because I feel that all of us always need to be reminded to walk our talks, all right? To not just be a lot of blah, blah, but to actually have actions, follow the words that we have. So for you this week, I don't know what challenges are coming up, but this week is going to be important for you to do that, all right? Again, center yourself as often as possible. The second card that we have for you, my wonderful soul, is the Knight, to be brave and to be honest. See, again, be brave and be honest. So follow that inner leader that is already inside of you. Let it out, walk the talk, be brave. You can do that. I know that you can. See how these cards fit together again. It's about your inner truth, my wonderful soul. So what do you really want? What do you really need? Listen to your inner compass and don't let yourself be distracted by external circumstances. Don't let anything from outside distract you. You're an amazing soul, all right? Take actions. Follow your inner truth. You have it inside of you. Beautiful. Nice. All right, so this is it. This was it if you resonated with my Palo Santo. If you did with my hiking stone that we have here, then these are going to be your personal messages, and we're going to get started with the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back, and a double has your back for you, because we already have it, from the general cards that we already had. Now you have it here. So love is real, my wonderful soul. Miracles occur. The universe is helping you. So expect miracles. And I love this because it focuses you on the miracles. So you're going to see them and you're going to have them happen. All right. So make yourself as aware as possible. So be the observer of your life this week, because that's going to help you see those miracles happen. The next card that I have for you is the protection guardian. Drop your shields. It's okay for you to drop your shields. You are being protected. All right. You are being loved. You're being protected. I feel there's no need to add anything to that. Just if you want to, if you're watching the video, look at this beautiful card that is protecting you. All right, and last but not least for you is right time, right place, right being. Everything is in harmony. You are in the right place at the right time, the right being. You're the right person at the right time. So see those miracles that are going to happen. They're there. All right, you can drop your shields. You're fine. You're being supported. The universe is helping you, is guiding you, and is guiding you to be at the right time, at the right place, the right person. All right. And last card deck for today, we have my wonderful marble stone that I have here. And for you, we have these cards. So if you resonated with the marble stone, these are your messages. And we're starting with Green Tara, Supreme Protection. You're protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitations. And again, a double trust for you as well. So please move into trusting. Do trust. The universe is helping you, and you are protected. Cords are being cut, so there might be something being cut. I'm not saying it has to be people. I'm not saying it has to be a job. I'm not saying it has to be, a huge thing, but there might be things, being cut for your best, for you, to help you. All right. It's going to be all in support of you. So move beyond limitations. I don't know what it is that is limiting you, but you might want to be on the lookout for any limitations that want to show up, because those are maybe the cords that need to be cut. And maybe your spirit guides just need a nod from your side to know that that's the right thing that needs to, be cut. And for you, we have, see how we have for you, that's triple trust, right? The general trust up here, and then we have the stack, trust, and thrive. So trust that inner guidance that you have, trust in your spirit guides, trust them that they're there for you, and thrive, my wonderful soul. I feel like there's no need to add anything to this. And then, wow, you have 2 of these cards. We have for you, accept resistance. There's always resistance. Accept them without judgment in order to let them go. Sometimes we block ourselves by resisting presence, resisting gifts, resisting certain things within ourselves. And what this card is trying to tell you to pass on to you is, it's okay to have resistance. And sometimes it's okay to accept that you have that resistance right now. Doesn't mean you have to have it forever, but, fighting your own resistance is not going to get it away, but maybe embracing it will. Embracing the resistance that you have right now. Maybe you need to be in that resistance for 1 or 2 days or 3 days or maybe a week. And then you are able to let it go. All right. Sometimes to be able to let go of something, because we're human, and sometimes we have this like, oh no, I'm still holding on to this. All right. So sometimes for us to be able to let go of something, it's about accepting it and embracing it. All right. And last but not least for you, my wonderful soul, it's involve yourself. What can you do today to get closer to your wishes and dreams? What can you do today to get closer to your wishes and dreams? Involve yourself. Tell them, trust in your inner guidance, trust and thrive, trust in your wishes. It's telling you to start doing, all right? Maybe, when this cards come up like this, it gives up a huge, for me at least, it gives up a huge, maybe you're a little bit afraid of doing what needs to be done. The next steps, maybe change a job, or maybe, talk to that person in the coffee shop that you haven't dared to. Sometimes it's about that. And sometimes it's about deeper things. But I know that whoever you are, resonating with this stone, you're going to know what it is. And maybe you'll find the courage, to not let the fear of your fear come closer to love, for you to come closer to love. So beautiful, so wonderful. And here we go with, that's it, my wonderful souls. I was just going to think like, do we have anything else? But these are the cards that we're going to have for this week. Okay, this is I think we're testing this format. For those of you watching on YouTube, I hope you liked it and enjoyed it this time. Let me know. But overall, for those of you just listening in as well, thank you so much for all of you tuning in, my wonderful cosmic friends. Drop me a comment or send me an email, contact me to let me know which of these cards gave you your aha moment. Thank you so much for vibing with this reading today, because I know we're going through a roller coaster right now, and it's not so easy. But again, if anything of this gave you an aha moment, let me know, send me an email or get in touch with me through social media. Let me know which of these really gave you an aha moment. And as always, I would like to end with a wonderful quote. And today I'm going to quote someone who I don't know. So I hope I can say their name properly. If not, please let me know so I can do it next time. So there's this person called Thich Nhat Hanh. I hope it's Thich Nhat Hanh. And Thich Nhat Hanh said, "Life is full of energy and richness, hidden in the ordinary things around us." And I love this quote because I believe everything is energy. There's so much wonderful energy surrounding us in anything that we do, in these beautiful cards that gave us the message today, in this wonderful internet, computer, cell phone, and that is helping us. Those are the things that are helping us communicate and come together. And it's all so beautiful. And everything in life, to quote Thich Nhat Hanh again, and I'm going to leave you with that quote for this week. So I'm sending you all my blessings and a lot of love for this wonderful week. So as Thich Nhat Hanh said, life is full of energy and richness, hidden in the ordinary things around us.